Let's go!
From GI, and apparently these guys have played like the first chunk of the game. The coverage trailer, yes, I would like to see this.
In 2005, Resident Evil 4 changed the face of survival horror. The game's phenomenal blend of action and horror, combined with its revolutionary over-the-shoulder gameplay, cemented it as a bona fide classic.
Yes.
A magic Capcom hopes to recapture with a modernized remake. That reinvention graces Game Informer's cover this month. We visited Capcom's headquarters in Osaka, Japan,
again
to play Chapter 1 and 5
Whoa!
of Resident Evil 4
Whoa!
and speak to its principal designers, including directors Yasuhiro Oppo and Kazunori Kodoi, who previously led the Resident Evil 2 remake. Viewers can also look forward to never-before-seen gameplay and a new rapid-fire interview. Beginning today, Digital Magazine subscribers can read 12 pages sharing new details on the opening section, breakdowns of Ashley's
wow,
gameplay,
this is
tweets,
holy shit.
Impressions of the
Leon
church,
is running
cemetery, and house battle segments. To keep up with all of
God
our
damn.
coverage, bookmark
Is that all we get right now? Oh no.
And subscribe to our YouTube channel.
No, is that literally it? Yeah, details from the issue. Oh my, gotta wait sadly. Oh my god, Sue.
Ashley's game.
Oh my god, this shit looks fucking wild. Just look at this.
Ashley's gameplay and other tweaks.
Damn, you stabbed this bitch in the neck as he's carrying off Ashley?
Cemetery and house battle.
His bitrate hell. This definitely needed a 4K option.
Segments.
Wow, that looks so hectic and crazy. They originally didn't want to do a remake. Fascinating. They didn't want to start from scratch, but want to dial things up to 11. Ooh, I like the sound of that. Whenever you describe, we're going to take the previous game and now we're going to take it to 11. Yep, I like that. Replayability and flexibility on how you play are key pillars. Whoa. Also, no QTEs. That's kind of a bummer. There should be QTEs. That's a classic. This doesn't actually make me super happy. I wish they were still there. But this is fascinating, right? Because this is the complete opposite of Resident Evil games. You know, most Resident Evil games will add like an extra mode for replayability. But the big problem that every single Resident Evil game has is the crit path. Once you know what happens, where to get what, and when to go to where, you just fly through these fucking games, man. Like their replayability is fun because you know what's going on, but they become like essentially very short, right? You can just blast by them once it's past like the first playthrough. Every Resident Evil game is like that. Replayability and flexibility of those systems are key fundamental factors of the game is interesting. I mean, RE4 OG is definitely replayable, right? It is. But we're saying like they're specifically targeting that. I'm almost like, and you start to think of what makes things replayable. Obviously randomizers, roguelite elements, right? Like those things are very flexible, right? Those things sort of like change the entire dynamic of how you approach a situation in the game depending on what you have. That's like the flexibility of a situation. Seems fascinating that there might be stuff like that to really switch up the events of the game in some way. Between puzzles and otherwise, I don't know. You can carry multiple knives. The game can also be beat with knives only. That's a fascinating tidbit. Laser sight is an upgrade. Yellow herbs are in the game. I think we already had confirmation of the laser sight being an upgrade on the guns. Round execution, prevent plagas from forming. Fascinating. I think we saw one of that in the video we just saw. R3 commands Ashley. She can follow close or fall back, but will not remain in one place. There are no dumpsters. Ah, shit, there's no Ashley dumpsters? So it looks like they're like doubling down on the escort micromanagement, right? Because this was an element of the OG game, but it didn't happen all the time because they essentially, Ashley kept getting abducted in the old game. So there was a very short period of time where you'd actually have to be babysitting Ashley until she's gone again. Or there would be like, you just pretty much eliminate her from combat completely and she jumps into a dumpster. and then it's over and she jumps out. Yeah, this almost feels like a step back because the OG game, they essentially try to minimize it as much as possible. Now, like, you have to, now it seems like, according to this quote, that you'll have to babysit her, right? More than before. I mean, I think it just depends on the flexibility of the systems at hand, right? If the game is much more obviously flexible and controllable, unlike the OG RE4, we don't know how fun this will be or how unfun this will be. But I mean, I will tell you 100%, you stick Ashley, you take dumpsters out of RE4, and you make Ashley constantly have to be by your side in the old game, oh, that game would fucking suck. The fun of every situation would go down a lot. She does not have a health bar, but she's damaged too much. She'll need to be revived. So she gets down to Call of Duty style. And if she's attacked in this state, she'll actually die. The new weapon, the bolt thrower, has been added. It's a crossbow. New enemy that wields a hammer and wears a bull mask. Okay. More new enemies are also teased by Capcom. New enemies. Okay. There are side quests. Numerous things to do, fetch quests, puzzles, and more. So that's like the same as Resident Evil Village, right? RE Village had all the side quests and shit. Bunch of like, go hunt this, go shoot fish, go do that. Although it didn't feel like there was that many. It didn't feel like there was a ton of side questing in RE8. Like, you commit like a little bit of time, and you're pretty much done. Attaché cases can have perks, increasing ammo drops. Really? That sounds fucking cool. Maybe that's moving along with this, right? Maybe that has something to do with this. That you get perks in the attaché case. Barricade during the house section, like in RE2 Remake. Okay, so we mean the Ganado invasion section with Luis. And the game blends horror and action very well. Well, I'm not worried about that, right? The perfect balance was essentially achieved with RE2 Remake. They were able to do action and horror very well in that game. The Game Informer was hella impressed and wanted to play more after their time was up. Capcom seems to be nailing its goal. What? Yeah, is that the big bulk of the news? I think they nailed Leon's look. Holy shit, the rain. Holy dumb Jesus. God damn, the rain, though. Wait, that's you and Luis? I'm assuming this is the holdout in the shack, right? Or in the house. God damn, this looks fucking great, dude. Holy shit. I mean, granted, this is a screenshot taken from 2012, but still, enemy was actually discarded in the concept in the OG game. Oh, really? When does this come out? Dude, in like 2 fucking months, bro. It's soon. It's so soon that we got to start playing through some Leon games ASAP. I hope other shit changes. I'm down for, I want to be surprised, man. I do not want to have it be the same game. I'm not one of those kind of people. I'd like 1-to-1 plus more, right? And you know what? It felt like Dead Space was also a 1-to-1, and it felt like, oh man, this Dead Space is just like the old game, but it looks better. And then I actually like looked at some people comparing the old game to the new one, and they changed a shit ton of stuff. Like the placements of things, they added new rooms. They completely reworked the Ishimura in Dead Space to be a lot less cumbersome to traverse. Maybe that's what they're doing, right? Maybe they're doing something that like feels 1-to-1 but isn't actually.